Hello and welcome back, guys. Thanks for staying with us. It's Training Tuesday with JoLynn Payne at Rocking Paw, and we are checking out part 3 of their 4-part series.
So today we're going to be talking about emotional support animals. They're kind of a tricky division of these 3, and so there's some specific rules that I want to talk about. First of all, they are not a service animal. Under the Title 2 and 3 of the ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act, they are not a service animal. What that means is they do not have to provide a task for a person's disability. An emotional support animal is for individuals suffering from mental or emotional conditions, and so they would qualify for an ESA. Now, they're called an ESA because it can be an animal. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dog. It can be a cat. It can be a rat. It can be anything that provides that emotional support for you. They are not trained to perform tasks. They provide a therapeutic benefit for those with those emotional conditions. So the ADA does not require an emotional support animal to be trained. And so this provides a couple of, or this causes a couple of tricky situations. Number one is housing. An emotional support animal is allowed in housing, but if you don't have a trained animal, let's say animal, and they cause damage to the housing, then your landlord can evict you for the dog tearing up property or anything that is in the house. Also, if they're not trained and you have them in dog-friendly stores, and I'll get to the point of only dog-friendly stores here in just a second, then they can be asked to leave as well. So training is definitely something that is benefited. Of course, me being a trainer, I think all dogs should be trained. So my clients that have gone through my training and have had service animals have gone through at least 4 of my levels. That means that they have obedience not just in the training center at home, but they also have practice outside the home. But the ADA does not require you to be trained. One court did state that an assistant animal must facilitate the disabled person's ability to function. So what do you need to provide to have an ESA? Number one, you must make the request from your landlord, and that is in request of documentation. You just can't walk up to your landlord and say, hey, I need an emotional support animal in my house. You have to provide documentation. What that means is your doctor has to provide documentation that you have a disability that requires you to have a emotional support animal. While they don't need to tell you what the disability is, the documentation from a doctor is required. A landlord may only determine if the specific assistance animal in question is a direct threat to health and safety of others. What that means is if you have let's just say pit bull, then they can't say no, you can't have it an emotional service, oh my goodness, I can't talk, an emotional support animal because you have a pit bull, just because of the belief that pit bulls are going to be aggressive. It would have to show proof that this dog is reactive and a danger to others, but just because of the breed, they can't specify. They are not a service dog, like I said in the beginning, so they can't go to those public places such as grocery stores and restaurants and things like that. They can only go into dog-friendly stores. And then the last thing that I wanted to say is if anybody has any questions or any concerns or anything like that, they can look at the ADA and it will give them all the rules.
Thanks, JoLynn. I appreciate it. Remember, if you missed any of those series, we have them all on our website, everythinglubbock.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.